Alright, what's up with it? I don't give a damn. We're gonna do another Things I Hate video. Let me make sure this door over here is locked. Hold on. Guys, give me a second. Alright. Things I Hate, Part 12. That noise is my cat. Y'all see her? Yep, she's right there. She's trying to open the window and look out of it. It's daytime right now. Why is it so dark? Because I don't want to turn on the lights in here. Because I'm not really supposed to be in here right now. That might change though. Who knows? But for now, I'm not really supposed to be in here. But I need my own space to make these videos. You know what I'm saying? All right. And since I have my own space and I get to say whatever I want, obviously I won't say it that loud. But at the tone I'm talking to right now, most people probably can't hear me. Sammy, what are you doing? She's trying to open the window. So you're just going to hear her doing that in the background. But Things I Hate Part 12. At the time of recording this, I recently, by recently, I mean like last week, made Things I Hate Part 11. Also, I'm using my phone flashlight to illuminate so you guys can see me. Also, I went to the, I'm in North Carolina. I went to Myrtle Beach, right, today. So I am red as a lobster, and I don't think you guys can see that. So, you know, I don't feel embarrassed and stuff because I look terrible. My arms are literally hot. Like, I hit, like, think of when your mom gives you a whooping, right? And, like, she grabs her chancla or whatever, belt, and hits you in the arm. That heat, that's what my arms feel right now. But it doesn't really hurt. It's gonna go away, whatever. All right. The first thing I hate. Let me put my phone down here so you guys can see the light. First thing I hate, you guys can see my hands and my head and stuff. Yo, hold on. That's not good because, bro, the setup right now, I don't want to show you guys because it's probably going to knock it over. My iPad is on top of a suitcase. We got to hustle in the way we can. You guys can see, look, these are my legs and stuff. All right. If the camera got tilted down here, it won't look that bad, right? What if I put it... Okay, now I'm illuminated. You guys can probably see how red I am. Look at this bullshit, man. My hair is all fucked up. My arms. Can you guys see how red my arms are? The first thing I hate, right? In that scene, yo, it's so weird, the shadow. I'm licking my lips because salt water, you know, the beach and water parks and shit. I don't really have a... I guess I'll just put it down here. Right. You guys can see my legs and stuff. Whatever. The first thing I hate is, you're taking a shower, right? And, this shit really pisses me off. I don't know why it makes my blood boil. It, like, bro, my blood is on some Hank Hill shit, and, like, it becomes the ignited propane. It boils my blood, bro, when this shit happens, right? So, please tell me if you guys have this in your house, but, like, you're taking a shower, right? At the same time, somebody downstairs is washing dishes, or using the hose, or showering in, because there's the bathroom right here, and then the master bedroom has its own bathroom with a shower. If two people are showering at the same time, the water is going to be cut short and colder because you guys are using warm water, right? I hate when, like, my water starts to become cold, or, you know, either starts to become cold, or, like, was hot and then it's starting to become cold. So I hate that. And I also hate when, like, water is being used in other places in the house, and, like, it's like a clean stream of water coming out the shower, right? And it starts weakening and weakening and weakening. And, bro, the shower head right here is terrible, bro. Like, I feel like I'm not gonna say that. That's kind of offensive what I was gonna say, but feels like what's a good example I can give? Bro, it feels like I'm trying to use a fucking public shower or something with how little trickles of water. it looked like. Like, what the fuck? The free trial ass shower, man. I fucking hate that shit, man. For real. You guys can see my legs. My legs are right here. Move my legs because the I'm pointing at it. You see my finger up here? I'm pointing at it. The phone is right here. I know it looks like I'm pointing at my dick, but I'm pointing at the ground right now. Okay. Okay. Next thing I hate, bro. North Carolina weather is extremely predictable. I even saw a video of Tyler the Creator complaining about it, bro. Rightfully, like, we all crash out about it. We all complain about it. We all rant about it. It's bullshit, the weather in this fucking state, bro. Like, it's sunny. Too sunny, man. Bro. Something about me, I don't like the heat that much. I was born in New York in January. So, I was not even born into heat. Some people were born in July. Some people were born in, like my parents were born in a tropical country on an island. That was not me. I was born in the very cold, before global warming was as bad as it is, New York, in the middle of January, right? I'm not a cold type of person, right? So I don't like the heat. I don't really be going outside. But anyway, we have bad weather, and a thunderstorm comes. And it's always when thunderstorm is in the sky, I'm either on the game or I want to get on the game, but I can't, or I have to risk, the power going out and fucking up whatever I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what the fuck? Like, as soon as I need to play the game, as soon as I want to play, boom, crash, thunder, and lightning everywhere, and power can flicker, and it has, you know what I'm saying? But it's always a dice roll. Obviously, if it's hurricane force winds, don't get on the game. But there's no way to fully know until it happens. Yo, the shadows are so dumb. My nose is extremely red. It is not like that red on camera. If I turn on the lights, you guys will see how red I am. You guys see how red my nose is? I'm not holding the phone like this because I have to look at it for the stuff. Okay. Thunderstorm coming in. I want to get on the game, but I can't because the fucking thunderstorm could probably knock out the power. And then the Sony's PS5 is scaring me. Oh my god. Don't. They think I took the cable out the back and shut the console off immediately. What actually happened was the power flickered. It didn't go out, it flickered, right? And it's always, I feel like the games that don't make the PS5 as hot won't have a big effect. And like, oh my god, it damage your system and it could fuck up your data or whatever. I'm not a data person. I learned about it and got confused as shit. Bro, I hate when that shit happens, man. Next thing. Only people that have played this game, like, people can skip towards the end where I have more relatable shit. This one and the next one are specifically to the people that play those games, right? Listen, I recently been playing Pokemon Legends Arceus, right? And my only, and I mean only, and I mean not only complaint, the other complaints are like small quality of life changes. This is my biggest complaint with the game, and this is purely preference based. People still love it. I still think it's awesome, but it has this one flaw. I'm excusing the graphics. I'm excusing depending on who you ask, the bland Pokedex. I'm excusing the bullshit Arcanine fight. I'm excusing, the weird movement and, the bullshittery with catching alpha Pokemon. I'm excusing that. I'm also excusing, even though this is like a small quality of life change, I don't like the fact that you have to finish a battle for the XP that you would get from the battle to start coming in. Meanwhile, if you therefore, if you fight a trainer, right, you have 6 Pokemon, they have 6 Pokemon, and half your Pokemon die, only half will get all the XP and the other ones get nothing because they're fainted. Back then, when you killed or fainted a Pokemon, it would raise your XP based on that one you killed. Or like the one, I keep saying killed, it sounds so graphic for, um, it sounds so graphic for like a, or like so extreme for a kid's game. Nintendo, please don't fucking sue me. I'm not, those bears up there, I think those are Care Bears. I might be stupid as fuck, but those might be Care Bears. I don't know. But don't sue me, man, just because I'm mentioning your game. Anyway, um, I did not like that, the XP thing, you know, per Pokemon you slay, you get the XP for that. No, 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 no. Now it's at the end of the battle. Bro, something I'm fucking scared of, and I think I'm fine because I'm young. I have a lot of moles. Do you guys see on my face? I got one right there. I can't point because, wait, right there, right there. Um, I got some more right there, right there. There's two. There's one right there. My scalp. There's a lot of my scalp actually. Look, a bunch right there. My mom has a lot of moles, and my dad has a lot of moles. So I have a lot of moles, right? And melanomas, right? It's when a mole starts. It's a cancerous mole, and it grows extremely quickly. Now, my mom and my dad are middle-aged, almost middle-aged, and they've never had it. And they care just as much about sunscreen as an atheist cares about God. They don't give a shit about sunscreen. So they go out, they get tan, they get sunburnt, whatever. You know, they don't really give a shit, you know. They go out, sweat in the heat, whatever. Expose themselves to a UV index of 9, whatever. So I hope that genetics is on my side here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think the cancer my grandfather died to was anything like that or caused by anything like that. So hoping, knock on this wood, you know, it scares me because I've heard like some story of some 19-year-old getting skin cancer. The only one, so I hope I'm fine because I'm very young. And my skin is still, well, I'm older than my siblings, but I'm young for having skin cancer. Usually skin cancer is common like when you're in your 50s. Yeah. Or like when you're a little older, and it's rare for like younger people to get it. You know, it can still happen. That's why I'm knocking on wood. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Legends Arceus Combat, and I went on about me being scared because my arm's burned right now, and I got a lot of moles on my arm. Can you guys see? Can you guys see the moles? There's like a mole on my arm. Where's it at again? It's right here. Yep, right there. That little dot right there. That mole. It's a big mole, and I know what they look like. There's another one right there, and above my forearm here, you know, up to my muscle right there. It's pretty white. Anyway, I really don't like this shit. Let me explain to you about Legends Arceus, bro. It pisses me off just talking about it. So, they have this thing. Okay. They are like, yeah, we're gonna make a Pokemon game where the player is like, it's more focused on catching Pokemon and doing like boom, let's make a Pokemon game, and it's very like older times before even Gen 1 even happened, right? You know, the professor writes his entries differently. It's like an older base Sinnoh, right? So instead of like catching Pokemon and battling, let's focus it around catching Pokemon and fighting actual like Pokemon on foot, and like throwing bombs at alpha Pokemon is something dumb. Like, not dumb, it was fun for the most part, but you know, something different like that. But let's change the combat system of the game. Now, for people that play Pokemon, I'm pretty sure they're familiar with the, you know, the turn-based combat. You go turn, 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 turn. Whoever faints, you know, whatever. They're like, let's change the combat into something fun. And they only did one of those things. I don't think it's fun. I don't think it's fun. And I was going to say, that's probably the reason why there's not a lot of trainer fights in that game because I just finished fighting that Volo guy, probably Cynthia's grandfather or whatever. Let me lean back in this chair and scoot this up. Scoot it up. I just finished fighting Volo, right? And you fight his team of 6, and he has like almost all of Cynthia's team: Lucario, Roserade, Garchomp, Spiritomb, all that, right? Then he brings out Giratina, and then that Giratina, when you take away his health bar, it turns into the origin form Giratina. I think that's what it's called, origin form, where he becomes like a snake and he has like little his wings turn into like tentacles. That form, right? Okay, listen. I think it's so fucking unfair and bullshit and not fun and completely makes the combat way worse than just the normal stuff. Like, either change the combat into something fun or just keep it the same. Bro, if they kept the combat the same for Legends Arceus, I would be the happiest person alive. Like, I would think it's better than Sword and Shield for sure. Now I don't know because the combat is like the thing I have the problem with. Here's how it works. Instead of going back and forth, sometimes they could do agile style moves and they can get more turns, and they don't tell you. They don't tell you shit. Yo, that game, they don't tell you shit, and I keep stuttering because I'm pissed off about it and I'm tired. I got like 4 hours of sleep because we woke up at 6 a.m. to go to this fucking park and the beach, right? But bro, they don't even tell you that, yeah, he's gonna do 2 turns on you. Yeah, he's gonna add. Well, they don't tell you in the normal combat either, but like, at least like change it to show that, yeah, he's about to do something. And you can build strategy and it can be funner. There's none of that. It's just, bro, this game looks like it sucks for Nuzlocke, and here's why. Boom. Let's say you're using Hisuian Decidueye. You bring out Hisuian Decidueye, and then the opposing person brings out a Vaporeon. You hit Leaf Blade or whatever, one-shot the Vaporeon. I was going to say something else. I'm going to finish. Without doing the thing of, like, fainted, oh, your opponent is going to bring out a Flareon. Do you want to switch into a water type or not? There's none of that. The dude brings out the Flareon, it decimates your Decidueye, it knocks him out, and there's nothing you can do about it. You just sit there and watch it, especially if you use Strong Style to kill the Vaporeon. I was like, wow, that's so fun. You know, you can't do nothing because if you switch out, it's a turn off of you, right? Or not, depending on if you used Agile Style and you gain a turn. You know what I'm saying? They should make it more clear. If you only use Agile Style, you can get 2 turns. Some bitch trainer, especially Volo, bro, says yeah, I'm an Agile Style, and then I'm a Strong Style. It's like, bro. Like, and they don't tell you. On the right-hand side of the screen, it shows, like, the battle order. It's like, bro, it says 1, 2, 1, 2. If I hit Strong Style, the opponent gets 2 turns. If I hit Agile Style, it should give me 2 turns, right? Or at least two turns after the next one. Bro, there's none of that when it comes to them. They won't tell you. It'll just happen. The thing is about this game, it's kind of like tic-tac-toe, where if you put a circle, your opponent puts an X to block you. You put another circle, and then they put an X over here to block you. You put a circle up here, they put an X right there. And it's like, you know, all these combinations, and it goes back and forth with Pokemon fainting, Pokemon coming in, sweeping you, and then you bring out something good against it, and then you kill it, and then they bring out something good against you. You can't switch out, you can't do nothing, they don't tell you, and then they sweep you, and then it sounds terrible for Nuzlocke, even if you give your Pokemon like 3 lives or something. So I hate that, and I also hate, how, first of all, there's no held items. Could you imagine how much of a godsend, how much of a savior, a focus sash could be. So you don't get one-shotted by a Pokemon they just bring in out of nowhere. Even if they have 2 turns, at least you live one. Better than not. Because that's also another thing that's bullshit. Let's say they have 2 turns. They one-shot you, and then you bring out a Pokemon, and then they can one-shot you again. It doesn't stop. He gains the turn. What should happen is that it goes back to square one. No, there's none of that. So there's no TMs. So I had a Garchomp, and it can't learn Earthquake. Nice. Instead, it had Bulldoze and Earth Power. Earth Power, Earth Power, but you're a physical attacker, Garchomp. And guess what? It's its only ground type move. What kind of bullshit is that, bro? Like, oh my god. It's dark as hell outside. What time is it? 8:48 p.m. Bro. No TMs, no held items. Even though they would be extremely useful. And it gets worse. It is so fucking hard and it's annoying to get a hold of healing items in this game because there's no Poke Center. There's no Poke Center. There's no Pokemart. Instead, you have to craft potions, revives, and hyper potions. Super potions, hyper potions, all of that. To get the recipes for those, you have to rank up. For people that play the game, they know what I'm talking about. And yeah, it sucks to craft. It's inconvenient. It sucks. It's not that fun. Just keep it the same. Like, keep it as similar as possible. And if you are going to change it, make it fun. And they only accomplish one of those things, and I fucking hate it. That's my little rant about, like, Legends Arceus' combat. That's my biggest flaw with the game. You know what I'm saying? Everything else about it is amazing. Like, if the graphics were improved a little bit, it would rival Zelda Breath of the Wild. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine what it looks like on the Switch 2? Crazy. But I probably would not replay this game because that combat is just something I cannot get behind. It's fun to catch Pokemon. It's fun to build a team because you can change their name whenever you want. You can change their moves whenever you want. Also, another thing, it's a quality of life thing. It does not say you learned a new move. Let's say, oh, your Decidueye reaches level 40. Instead of telling you to learn Leaf Blade, it's going to say you learned a new move. Check thing to see if it's like, you know, you want to switch it out. It's whatever. Anyway, rant done. The left hemisphere of my brain is on fire right now. It's starting to flare up because me mentioning it. Alright, next thing. This is Elden Ring Night Ring related and it's really quick. I fucking hate this shit, man. It makes me want to quit the run. So when you're fighting Gaping Jaw, you're in the Gaping Jaw expedition. I fucking hate when Morgott himself, as if he isn't hard enough, as if he isn't a day 2 boss. Now, he does not do his explosion, his like gas explosion, yellow explosion, and he does not do his blood blade attack. I don't even think he has a phase 2. It's just his phase 1. So boom. Out of no, and it's so evil, man. Like, I would think Miyazaki did not even want this, bro. Depending on how good you are at the game or what character you're using, it might be easy for you, but for me, it's annoying because, number one, it takes up time. Yeah, fighting Morgott for 5 minutes takes up a lot of your expedition time. It really does. But anyway, I hate when Morgott, right, jumps you, you know, wants to pick a fight on day 1. Bro, I was using Iron Eye. I was going into the big castles with a Guardian Golem on the top, and the Guardian Golem's health bar popped up at the bottom, and he jumps you specifically when you're in a boss fight. He's not like Augur, who jumps you whenever. He's not like the Libra thing that casts the curse whenever. And he's not like those bug things that absorb your levels whenever. And unlike those, well, I don't think you can run away from Augur. Can you? Probably not. But you can't run away from him either. He will constantly teleport and slam down and he'll catch you. And he does damage made for day 2, but he jumps you on day 1. What sense does that make? Or he probably doesn't. I'm probably tripping. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I I'm pretty sure everybody and their mama thinks that's annoying, getting jumped by Morgoth on day 2 when I don't even have a +1 weapon, I don't even have a good weapon, my build is not made up. Like, bro, especially if you're using frail characters like Iron Eye, Executor, and Revenant, and Recluse. Imagine trying to whittle down Morgoth with a fucking Glintstone Pebble. You better pray. If you do Gaping Jaw expeditions, you better pray that he jumps you on day 2. And you better hope that you're not in the middle of an Everjail, because it's like a double gut punch. Because like if you die, like the Everjail, like you won't get the Everjail relic thing to go up, and you wasted a some sort of key. And oh yeah, if you lose to him, which might happen, he puts this curse on you where you take more damage, a lot more damage. Especially I was using Iron Eye, frail ass character. I saw those numbers. Next thing. Okay, listen. This is going back to the more, approachable for all my viewers type thing here. But I fucking hate this shit. I don't give a fuck, man, if it's not their fault, and I don't give a fuck, a flying fuck, if it's not the water park's fault. I already said that. And I don't give a fuck if it's not my mother's fault, my parents' fault. Or I don't give a fuck if it's, whose fault it is. I don't care who did it. Like, why are you taking away my fun? I fucking hate when, and, oh, it's not their fault. They can't predict the weather. How about you go to a water park, right? And inclement weather coming out of nowhere, because we're walking to North Carolina, that just happened. It was raining today, it was raining yesterday, it was raining the day before that, and these little isolated thunderstorms. Apple Weather telling you, no, it's not gonna rain, it's all good and dandy, and then all of a sudden, it's a tornado outside. And that's when they tell you, when the storm is crashing down. So fucking stupid. I hate, man, when you're at a water park, you're having fun, you're so excited to go on rides, and then inclement weather, right, shuts the whole thing down. You could, now, today it was very isolated. It was some loud thunder, but they kicked us out of the pool, and for 20 minutes, we didn't go in. Mind you, it depends on the size of the thunder. First of all, it didn't start raining, so I had an idea of how far away we were from it, and it was not that big. Mind you, if the thunderstorm was bigger, we probably would have been sitting there, not going on the rides in this hot ass heat. I'm trying to go in the pool, bro. Like, I don't give a like, bro. I would rather die getting struck by lightning in the pool than die of boredom because I'm not in the fucking water park. Or like, I'm not in the water slides and shit. Oh, it's for your safety, man. Fuck my safety, man. Y'all got me going down these big ass water slides, back first, my fucking right ear full of water and shit. Kids drowning in fucking 8-foot pools and shit. And you guys are like, we care about your safety? Get the fuck out of here. It's so annoying because it comes out of no. It's like, it's such a fucking massive inconvenience, man. Just inclement weather out of nowhere. Let me tell you guys a story. Me and my family went to Florida once at a Westgate Resort in Orlando. Florida, right? You guys know where this is going. They have a little water park, cool, whatever. We were there for like 30 minutes, and then inclement weather came out of nowhere. Yeah, some dark ass clouds, whatever. It's funny because at a pool where there's no lifeguard, feel free, swim all you want in the thunderstorm. Hell, it doesn't even have to be a thunderstorm. The rain could be kind of hard and they would cancel everything. Bro, we had this Westgate Resort, and inclement weather came out of nowhere, and they did not open that bitch back up for like 2 hours. It rained a little bit and then stopped, but there were still dark clouds all around us. That part, I think we just left because we were there waiting for so long. Everybody was. People left. It was empty. People were like, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna wait any longer. It's so annoying, man. And the last one is water park related. I have the hiccups now from all this talking. Oh, I fucking hate this shit. I hate when people are just. I hate when people, I don't know if the word is being rude for no reason, but I hate when people are complicated for no reason, and it's my fault, right? Listen, here's the story. So at the water park I went to, which, Myrtle Beach, right? It's called Myrtle Waves. People from, people down here south, north in the Carolinas, probably, heard about Myrtle Beach, but Myrtle Waves is the water park. Nice little water park. I feel like Aquatica in Florida was better because the rides had like no lines, bro. Aquatica was near perfect, bro. In Florida, yo, we went to Aquatica, right? No lines, bro. I went down this one slide like 7 times in like an hour. Meanwhile, usually it would take me like 3 times at this one, and that's the shortest line. There was one because I don't know. I'm surprised that people are lining up for the more pussy rides, that have you in a tube with another person, more than a slide where you could just go on by yourself or with the person next to you. And, you know, it's more funner because it's more thrill. Not probably more funner. It depends on who you ask. It's more thrill. Like, you really get your weight's worth. Not with that little thing, you just go down and up. Bro, long ass line waiting for tubes and shit. Because what kind of water? I've never seen a water park not have enough tubes for the not even that much amount of people, there. Is there like a weight capacity on the tower you climb to get to the top of the water slide? What the fuck? Anyway, so yeah, went to Myrtle Waves. There's this water slide. Now in Aquatica, they have one of them trapdoor water slides that go straight down. I don't like those because they did it. It's not the scariness of like going down in the chute, but it's all the water flying in your face, bro. And how fast you go right off the jump. Like you're going at Mach 3, what feels like. And you have water up in your face and you can't see shit. Also, speaking of can't see shit, in that water slide you can't see shit. But, okay, boom. Water slide, right? I go to the top of the water slide. This video's getting long, so I have to hurry up. I go to the top of the water slide. And, me and my sister are going to go down at the same time. My little brother went down. He was screaming like a little girl. And me and my sister went down at the same time. Go down the water slide, have my little fun, whatever, scream like a little bitch, whatever, and then come out the water slide, right? So you know how them cylindrical water slides, right, have like a long pool section to stop to get out? What I did, I understand how it's I refuse to make it my fault because I did not know. But I also refuse with the way this bitch treated me for not knowing it. It's not my fault I did not know. And also, what? Okay, here's what happened. You get out of the tube. I come out on the pool, the long pool, to get out the water slide, right? My sister was on the water slide. So I come out, and the water slide that my sister came out of was to my right. Because she got out that way, I thought that there's like a 99.9% of water slides have one exit and one exit only in the front, right? In the front or on the side of the exits, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to take responsibility for this, but I need her to realize that you cannot be so mean to me for just not knowing and also not understanding you. Also, that's proof that I did not know. But anyway, she's next to me and I saw her over there. So what I did that pissed her off, this lifeguard off, this rude ass lifeguard, was I hopped in. So I went to go to my sister and I hopped like over, like I put my foot in the orange water slide, and hopped over the water slide to her, and I was like looking for the exit to get out, and my little brother was waiting. We were talking, and the lifeguard was blowing her whistle, and she was pointing at me, and she was like, without saying nothing, or like, first of all, she was already mad. She was like saying something to me and just like looking pissed off. I'm like, what's all this? What's all that for? I did not know, bro. She was mad at me because my water slide that I came out of it was on the left. There was a specific exit on the left. My sister got out on the right because there's a specific exit on the right. I went towards the right and hopped over the water slide, and she automatically assumed that or like she like stopped, like it was a she was, bro, she would have been just as mad if I just stayed in the pool blocking, yeah, that's reasonable to get mad if I was stayed in the little pool blocking whoever was coming behind me. I was just sitting there hogging up the water slide. She would have been just as mad, I promised you. She was so pissed off at the fact that I went to the right and I did not know. I hopped over the water slide, whatever. And I understand you could fall, but you can trip on a rock this big, like you always have the risk of falling. But anyway, there was a specific exit for the right. Okay, there was a specific exit for the right side of the water park. I mean the water slide, and I went to the right side even though my water slide's on the left. She got so fucking mad at me, and instead of being like, "Don't do that again, cut that out," if you come down here again, what she should have done, she would have been like, "Come over here. Next time you come out that one, you go to the exit that way." She would have pointed. And if you come on the orange one, on the one on the right, you go out the exit to the right. Instead, even though I'm on the right side right now, she is telling me to go back over the water slide, hop over both water slides and go out to the exit on the left. Even though I'm already on the right. She should have just told me that, yeah, don't do that next time, because I'm out of harm's way. I'm out of the way for anybody to go down the water slide. And she's mad at me about like, saying, I don't even know what she was saying because it was so, they had music playing at the water park and stuff. But it's like, bro, she wanted me to hop over the water slide and go the way I was supposed to instead of just letting me leave because I'm already on that side. What they're supposed to do is catch me before I hop over the water slide. No, she waits until after. Bro, she got so fucking, and my sister was, she had my side. She was like, well, she shouldn't get so mad. There's not really much ways for people to know. There's no signs, and there's no like barrier, because if you're not supposed to go that way, they should put a barrier fence. They have it. They have the money to put some type of rope fence, whatever, to show that you're not supposed to go that way. Instead, there is no barrier, and you're like automatically obligated to go to 90% of people's non-dominant side, to the left exit. So basically, she got mad at me because I did not go the right exit. And instead of, telling me that, yeah, don't do that again, but go out the right exit because I'm already over there, what she does is she's like, go the other way around, and I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the first time, man, I dealt with some bitch-ass lifeguards. It's like, bro, man. Me, because I'm the big-ass, man-child or whatever. I'm not no fucking man. I'm 5'6", and I play video games. I'm not no fucking man. I don't care that I'm 18 years old and I'm old enough to get a driver's license and I'm going to college. Like, nah. To me, I'm still, like, you don't have to look young to be young, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still young. Like, man, I fucking hate rude-ass people, but rude-ass lifeguards, or people that are complicated. Bro, I got in trouble in elementary school because of it. Because of rude-ass people who are complicated as shit, all because I don't. They're the type of people, they're like this, right? Yo, go get the thing. Okay, what's the thing? The thing! And they're like pointing at like 3 different objects. What thing? The ruler, the pencil, or the scissors? Get the thing. I'm like, which thing? And I pick up like the scissors. You're in the timeout corner. Because you know, you did not get me the pencil. It's like, how would I know? And like, you shouldn't get so fucking mad about it. As a kid, yo, who the fuck is walking outside? As a kid, I was not that bad of a child. I would only get in trouble because like my brain would tell me to do shit and I'd do it, or I'd deal with some rude ass, complicated people. So yeah, there you go. A long little video for you guys in the dark here. Things I hate part 12. I put a lot this time. And yeah, that's about it. Things I hate part 12, you know.